Hey guys, it's been a minute, but we're coming back at it, trying to do the YouTube thing again, and see how it goes this time. And what we got today, switch it around here. This is a little shed I built. It's a 10 by 14 arrow head or arrow. Basis of it is this thing's kind of a pile of junk, and if I was you, I wouldn't buy it. Don't spend $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 on it. Don't do it. It's a pain to put up. They didn't give us all the pieces, and it's supposed to be a structural kind of building here. Everything that's held up is with this really, really, really thin. See that? See how it's bending up there and everything? Yeah, that holds up the entire building. So what I'm doing, I started over here. There's no videos on this yet. This is kind of spur of the moment here. But what I started doing over here is I'm framing this in with pallets. Because pallets are cheap and they're easy to come by and whatnot. It's kind of a mess over there, don't worry. And that's my custom insulation going on. Got some bubble wrap and cardboard and whatnot. And the heater going. So, yeah, we're just going to start doing this. And see where it goes. I got my boards laid out right here for the bottom. Doing right there. This was my tool bench. It is no longer going to be my tool bench. It's going to go in another shed that's out there. And I'm going to build a tool shed, or not tool shed, my bad, a workbench right there once I have this bottom row all done. So I got this. I'm going to get the skill saw and get to cutting now. Oh, my bad. I was building crosses. That ain't set up right. Oh, there it is. Found it. Get her all the way in there. There, now she'll cut it. Now that we got all those cut, I'm going to find, most pallets are around 40 inches, the wood. So, like I'll show you. The beams that go this way on a pallet are usually around 40 inches. This one isn't because it's a 4 beam. I don't know what they were putting on this, but it must have been really heavy. But they're usually 40 inches, so that's what I'm basing my wall off of, because 40 plus 40 is 80, and it's on 16ths, which is what a normal stud would be, because I have a full wall up here, and it's 80 inches long, and there's 16 studs all the way down, and it ends on one. So, did 40 inches. So we got to find two of these that are 40 inches long. It's exactly 40 inches, so it fits just right. And then we'll start measuring this out and putting this together. Another thing to note really quick is you gotta make sure whatever you're using has a straight, flat edge on it, so that it's all straight, obviously. So if you're doing that for some reason, I don't know why you would be in this certain predicament that you're using pallets, but make sure you got a fine edge whenever you're building anything. You have a straight edge to go off of, and it's not a warp board. Now that we got two that are 40 inches, see, when I did these ones, I didn't have a little bench area here, so it was kind of difficult to do anything. I had to do these on the floor, and then the nails were poking all the way through and sticking in the floor, so I'd have to rip them out, and I'd break my pallets in half. But I have the proper equipment now, so we can just lay out our wall right here and nail it together and then go screw it in. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get her going. And what makes this pretty easy with the whole measurement thing, because we're not ending on a straight 16 on the wall over there. So instead of going over there and then measuring it out, seeing how far that one is away from this one and measuring how much of a tongue we have on there, since it's just 40 inches and 40 inches, we can just take one side and mark 16 down, and it'll line up perfectly with that. So let's get doing that, get the tape, get everything, and yeah. So we're running into a bit of a predicament over here on the wall. So from this angle, looks fine like I should just jam her home, right? Well, if you look down here, we've already got her torqued quite a bit here. So how do we fix that? I'll show you. Oh, another one that doesn't fit. So now that we have expertly fitted our homemade wall, we are going to grab a level, which is somewhere around here. Always keep a clean workspace. Here's a level. A little big for my applicator, but it's alright. And some screws. You're going to want to drop the screws. But, and come over here. Check your levability. Oh, looky there. Perfect. And I just eyeballed it. Check this one. Good enough for me. How about the last one? Perfect. Alright. So then we're going to get some screws and go zip, 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 and then put, I don't know if I can put anything on the bottom, it's quite a gap, but we got the wall in. So now that we got her screwed, and screwed, we're going to start making this whole piece here. Because normally I would carry the wall, Normally I'd carry the wall over from over here and so on and so forth and get to this corner and then do the bottom. But I really need to make the tool bench so that I can put stuff away that I need in here that is not away in here and needs to be in here. And then once that's done, then we'll do the top, because I can do the top all day long with the workbench right there. And I don't know how long I'm going to get pallets, so how long it'll be until I get pallets. So there's another little minute kind of problem there, but yeah. So a little off the course we were on here. I really don't like this cord hanging right here that goes to my heater, right? So I'm going to see if I remember how to do this still and temporarily wire in a plug to my box and plug it in and run it up through that and over and then plug my heater into that. Because I don't want to hit my head on either of these anymore. And it kind of sucks when you grab a hold of it, because it grabs a hold of you. And you go where it wants to go, not the other way around. So, see if I remember how to do it, if I can burn this down. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if we burn up and or get electrocuted when we do this. Nothing is on fire currently. It is hooked to a power source. I know it's kind of janko-matic, but it's only temporary. We will fix it. And let's get the heater plug. Oh, let's see. Did I do it right? Wait for it. Wait for it. I think I did it wrong, because that should be red hot. Well, I went and took a little break because someone made fruit salad and I needed to get some. But we're back now. And now we have a GoPro up there. So hopefully we get like some little cinematic shots or whatever. But where we left off is that plug. It ain't doing what it's supposed to. So I think I got some wires backwards, so we'll flip them around and see if it works. Because normally, I got a new palette too, but normally, dang it, one of these would be black, one would be white, one would be green. Obviously this one's green right here. So this is ground, your white is going to be your common, and then your black is going to be your hot. Which, if you do any kind of like car wiring, you know anything about car wiring, you know it's black is ground and red is your hot, right? Is your positive? Yeah, no. Black is not your ground in house wiring. It's just, it will not work. It's the hot. It makes, I don't know why it's like that, but it is. So we're going to flip these wires and should be working. So I hit the wrong button, but the plug works now. As you can see, we got the heater plugged into the plug and then the plug into up here. So we're going to clean up this wiring, kind of just run it up so it's flush to everything as tight as we can get it, so we're not hitting cords anymore. Probably run a zip tie on this if I have one somewhere, And then we'll start busting apart this pallet for the rest of that wall over there. Let's do it. Alright, so now that we got that all cleaned up for the most part. I mean, you're supposed to be up there. They don't really want to stay. We'll figure that out in a second. But, good deal. So we're going to start breaking apart this pallet right here. And the fastest way and the easiest way so you don't damage your wood, and I don't need any more nails, I have plenty. You get you the good old Sawzall here with a multi-purpose or a bi-wood blade, bionic something or another, I don't know. And you just put her on one end, like so. And you just cut her on down. And you do that the whole way down. And you got all your wood nice and pretty, nothing wrong with it, not broke, not anything. I'm getting high center on a 2x4. That kind of hurt. And yeah, so we'll get that going here and see what happens. So this thing's kind of scary. It's the porta cable and it has the quick release on it right here. You know, you can just pop that open, pop it, and then change your blades out really easy, right? So locked, but when you got it running, this as loose as can be, it just flops around like you can kind of see it flopping right there. But so just gotta be kind of cautious of that and try and hold it, or else it will come flying at you. But other than that, she rips. So let's start cutting all this stuff. We overheated her, or she's dead. It's dead. This was a brand new battery not that long ago. Can you believe it? Sometimes I want to boogie on you a little bit. Alright. I'm losing my whole sawhorse setup and everything. There we go. Well, there's one. Weird. Shouldn't be dead already. What's happening here? Well, I gotta figure something else out. And hopefully my battery's charged over here. Let's check that out real quick. It is. Good deal, because this one ain't cutting it. Literally. Flop them over. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, we got the studs cut, 1, 2, 3, and then the runners cut, and we'll put it together, put it on the wall. We've run into a little predicament here, guys. I was moving stuff around, I propped my phone up, and I dropped all my screws on the ground. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? For anybody who's wondering, I know those aren't screws; those are actually nails. So. Alright, we got her not all the way placed, but got her built, nails bent, and we're ready to put her in. So we make sure she's lined up against this wall right here. So we'll make a nice little corner and make sure all the lip is under there. Kind of hold, see how it's kind of looser over here than it is over here, being stuck under there. So we'll kind of hold over here first. Persuade it in there with our foot. Get our level. Check if we need to go more or less. Looks pretty good to me. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. And we put some screws in it, and she's good to go. Alright. And we got her all screwed in everywhere. Looking pretty good. Everything's nice and level. A lot stronger, as you can see. And we'll get on building that next one. But I might need to wait for a battery to charge, because using the Sawzall kind of killed it. She's at 1 bar. And I thought it was just because it was hot it was showing 1. No, it's actually at 1, because I could barely screw that. And they wanted to keep quitting out on me. So we might have to take a little chocolate break or something, you know, because it's kind of cold out here. Because it's a big metal building and it's in the middle of November. So it's kind of cold. It's like 40 degrees. Not even. It's like 30 degrees outside for reals. It's kind of freezing, but I used to have a thermometer hanging up. It fell down. Kind of my fault. Stick this back up here. It's 30 outside. It's a cool, comfortable 40 degrees in this bad boy. Alright. Well, I'm kind of thinking that's going to do it for the shed tonight. I know I only got only 2 walls done, but, well, not even 2 full walls, but 2 pieces of walls. But I got to wait for my battery to charge, and I got to throw that one on there, and then it's getting late, and the sound ordinance is in like not that long. So, and I got work in the morning at 9 a.m. So I should probably call it a night for tonight, and then come back at it strong tomorrow night when I get off work. So that is all for tonight, this evening. We'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.